Yadi extra time to be in free Kessben television. Yadi Ebro baby a wobia and enumerate and can Kessben 93.3 na DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel no 121. Don't feel back with the enemy Yanshe Agudi Musem Kakra Boabo no de Ebremo and enumerate Tony Montana or the Mananisem Kakra Bizi Bioyano. Nafi ediaka nyina no aye efise ba no pa de na ebia yentimi amie biem enam embrenti no ewie emomode na ya chechire nyina mu krankra de emam Tony Montana
ya nsema ekoso onkofo ekroso ye be hyase e free UEFA Champions PSG says so omo na omo nam eho apaso ene ewo Roland Garros tennis jumedia ekoso of France no Dembele any opportunity echo ho at the UEFA Champions League na omo eje ne Saturday abromo share Inter Milan kanuma Inter Antimi Anthony and Dembele at the trophy no echo tennis jumedi na say hema France omo epe tennis obia enya eni at the trophy omo eje na no Saturday wey any omo made UEFA Champions League title omo at the Fakrum baby omo ebe hu dehuru ama obi ehu ade fefa omo enso etimi aye yento aso ewo UEFA Nations League Spain prepare for almost semi-final game omo enso Lamine Yamal and Yakubu Sane say why any goalkeeper in the Champions League wabon homodin ye pa and otremu o say Donnarumma best defender enso aye Pachu obo ema PSG best midfielder o say between Pedri and Rafinha best striker okoy Vitinha any Pedri and Okoye say best midfielders, best striker, Rafinha and no Lamine Yamal and also Luis Enrique, best coach. Or see a dear Bakua, Obetimi aka say insida on the football career, Mukopim say Oberita. Say obe join Madrid or say at no point insida. Yenya players omo gina so omo ababasa omo sweshe akwesoma kan ede ama Madrid figo mum examples also no NC da bibia ne ho a ebe ma ono Lamine Yamal wa cross carpet abesi akan ede ama Madrid debi and then Antoine Griezmann we signing the contract ewo Atletico na emfie mienu contract and was signed into current year be spa June 2027 Hansi Flick ne debut season was Spain or the Barca for domestic treble and until ono na omayi ni say ono the best manager La Liga manager of the season ono na guy there FC Barcelona Spanish Premier League no Manchester United consider omo strikers na omo e de mani fam a de omo yeso moko bia no na abodi omo enti say de omo Saudi Arabia Alexander Mitrovic a former Fulham omo striker obo Al Hilal e was Saudi omo league no ono na Man United for consider say omo ebetimi afa no Chelsea omo person mo confirm no mo fa Jadon Sancho obebo loan na also mo tua 25 million pounds nyesa omo Antona omo tua penalty of 5 million pounds Chelsea so a omo Man United for ni dia no say 25 no so ebetimi ate so ante dia ene Chelsea for no ebetimi etua 5 no na omo any player no entem enso ate Pep Guardiola confirm say Ederson on Stefan Ortega Man City 2 goalkeepers no omo mienu na next season omo ebeda club no obi enu a Oja club no and so akobabi a Leo Messi April March anunti Argentina national team no then when team NC akan after 195 days Messi back into the Argentina squad World Cup qualifiers on the double header no Messi touch down Rosario obetimi abon the ama Argentina Mohamed Salah and Liverpool for a say or young player of the season na emprema kumakonum and a Musala what me ewini sa abaso body Kessben no one Garcia any Barca come on twetwe no adurachiri pa Espanyol goalkeeper no Barca for enche betima be official say omo etimi afa no Antonio Rudiger say kobasa okaso person ko Saudi Arabia Madrid for no entwentwen so omo ngia na akwamu omo jama na akọ na omo ato another defender aba noni madueke Chelsea twɛn afa biaba say Aceman and any other club na sika no modu nkwandia noni madueke omo say the ball no egina fa akọ enkwan nim sika banko ade a omo beton no ama no so etimi akọ Ryan Cherky Lyon player Man City any Lyon for no arrange agreement a contract na boy no ebe sign e Ama City and Callaghan Liverpool former goalkeeper and why medicals bibia oba be sign no asi akan ama Wolverhampton Wanderers omo enso e club no Mauricio Sarri just 50 months or free Lazio no akone na ma wasanso aba Lazio fa confirm say omo a new manager Mauricio Sarri nti oye Sarri abebi wako na wasanso abebi Godfather Daruma wiade aya na mre ni ho nti nkofo close nsem no ye mfansie
montani to ye fancy ha na fi the edi ho ne commercials kakra bi ye ba Kwame Mickey edi efisem no beto aso amay ye nchekra mpam cho ye basisia
I think we got a lot of answers. It's always good to also look for the future, and I think some of the boys used their chances. They did really, really well, and surely we will continue to observe them. And for us, we played well in the last World Cup qualifier to decide in September, but we will still observe them how they do in their clubs. But yeah, today, like I said, I'm very, very satisfied. Yeah, in general, I think we.
Was it we are satisfied with the performance of the players and in terms of continue monitor players no our club level said be a bit me aboa mo abra impon World Cup qualified games no e ba be kosum yento so e won semfu from a ye de ni be kire eye Basake Holy Stars boboko na so ye the live patron and the man Basake Holy Stars eye enu kwaijan what in some do e de tuja wakasa wose so bi gina baby kasa na security bimbo eni eye match omokobo no ni pakro no wonim de okeka wose sansem ni na kopie mu ewo eye abra bo mukohia ewo eye pre match ase e discuss ni nyina wose police form de ba ho no mo dosu ye papa we ensem a enu eye kwajan wo ye live patron e de Emma Basake Holy Stars
top security presence there. So we should go to police be bring park because you can 70 policemen and they were there in their numbers. Yes, we coincide, we try to calm situation down, but I think they have almost taken decision again. You go to can share some of the background. No coffee, no, and so nana. I'm a bass in a cockram. Bass in PA. Said you if it was a chaotic atmosphere. Bass in ABP, I said you will be into baby. Dr. Chekra, do you know only with Dinkomosa and Sana or Mumunika at the Ako. So, a DBAC and Nyami Fair was some of the attitude of nation's boys in Yamawo Stadium Honor. No more do Omonai, Ebu Bumu assess, and one of the players, and also at a ball, one of the police officers, also, but I believe say football no is a game of fun, a game a day ebusuan for any other back. So it should not turn into a boxing ringer, say signing manisi, and it affects the image of our football in the country. So Prof Ubisamia and Bra Inyamaka Craig also.
We ensema enu kwajan odi tu just security there ban body na e wo suru ye papa na subaya nations players ni bi bedan di ni supporters ni bi e bedan di honom o gidi ese na eno enya de e betimi aboa ama football etimi etumpon meka say eye bobo ko fe ne Basake Holy Stars wo mo de report akwa Ghana Football Association omatro nyema e course nyina no e de akwa Ghana Football Association e de fa match a bomo any Nations FC enso boy se si anso so ye ba studio ha check ye no na match commissioner any referees enso de report e de ko e makopie mu e prosecutor no aso ye ene obetena se no hwe match report no mu ene e referees report no mu se na be enkodu china de woman was a timmy charge omom e de fa nyeme course between a bobo kwa ye friend no a nations ene a Basake no wo metimi a charge omo enso ntimi ka say de report awodo ni na no akwakodu Ghana Football Association aso na wo a PLB platform so a clubs no Premier League clubs no platform so and omo discuss a dear course so e match a course between Basake wo mo any nations no wo mo nyina agiatum se was a Ghana Football Association mutimi yen sakre enye se kotoko has games nkwa na oso mu yi wo mu chema match course ewo eye enyinase ne de o se sa game nko mu yi ni live emo bi etimi ehwe bi ewo television so nka match ba so live a nka sanyema we nyina ne todwa no ta nyema nyina no kesu betwa we discusses awodo a eye Premier League clubs no ma raise concern e de ato eye GF ni titu general secretary nanim se kwa mo fa so select some of the games no eni se eye kotoko has match na eye kotoko has match kotoko ne has match also mo hwe the league table no esitie eni se the parents no esi aircon no mutimi na select matches e was a baso live e was television so no na betimi aboa e masa basa ya ekoso e was some of the venues no so e betimi etwa was sansensem no yemfa ntudwa se sabre nam so e ma start time wo mu chema next season there wo mu be so Premier League ni no wo mu be yi more matches party wo mu be yi duduo na manfo tima hwe ama obi etime enjoy Premier League no eye papa mo say this year o menya lessons e de fa nyema akoso e wo Ghana Premier League ni mu venues awodo a eye nsensem pepem wo no wo say o mutimi hwe say de next season no be so e wo Premier League no mu be twa matches na sa problems no esi EBNC biom yento so e wo Kumasi Asante Korokoboboko ko no aso ye china and Kumasi Asante Koroko womo ebeye meeting a discuss match a da womenim last game mombo any FA Cup no coach Abdul Karim Zito Leicester women de ben wajetum se 7 players ena Kumasi Asante Kotoko ebehia next season 7 players pe ena Kotoko behia sa 7 players no wase Kumasi Asante Kotoko behia goalkeeper baako ababeka on goalkeeper baako beba already no mo ne eye Abrante Aziz o goalkeeper e de ma bechem edi nkomo o mehia eye defender baako omunye defender ni wi omenya 2 number 2 enso baako no menya number 3 baako omesa so hia 6 and 8 6 and 8 omu ebenya bi na fe 7 and 11 na former striker baako we eye players are Coach Abdulkarim Zito and the IMC no we decide 7 players pe and Kumasi Asante Kotoko be yomo for next season. So be here 7 players there, players ben and obeje team no amomo so etime free team no makom. And also so discussions awodo no koswan enche bia no say na a delay obo say players a omu hi omo no na players na tena club no sa ansana season ne be chance no afino mo release yomo. Omo say this year de omo nya ne sa league season ne beba na wie ye na fe be 2 weeks time no o me release players a wo mu ehia mo amo metima join the clubs a wo so mo ko and Zito editu jam say the goal scoring no a problem but obe resolve o say players no e respond wo mo e progress no e wo suru ye papa e de e makotoko
adding beauty to goal scoring. Look at all the goals he scored. Look at the goals. What he did beautiful. So I'm ready. But it will take time. You see, football is not about today or tomorrow. It's that just like you put the boys in the classroom, you've been teaching them, and definitely some will pass, some will fail. But with time, so they say repetition brings automation, automation brings perfection. This is what I'm doing. You understand? So gradually they are responding to the way I want them to play. And if you look at the time I took over to today, I know 75 will already are playing. At least it's not to the high degree, but there's a progress in the boys' play. If again,
Coach Abdulkarim Zito ne nsema wode atujan Francis Takwafo your former player sina kind ma kotoko wose Kumasi Asante Kotoko sa brede confirmation I say bason tentam kra wo matete de but Zito de wo so mo confirm no as head coach in tentam no bo kotoko for next season no
because football no ye nyina bompa say obia coach bia be win and our team be win matches no akọ na ni nti wo win de a me hu say say so no pese oba so be coach dia say technical na technical advisor and a head coach or person coach ni de yemfa no coach because
game no on say 3-2 from behind Kotoko beti ashe ya beti kana Kotoko ashe bi
improve game both side in na de mediama nyem one because mediama as good Kimfesa Olympics Azakas Liberty omu yetima ya Kotoko ne no mba emu ye de because omu de ball to form no mabo enti anyem one enti game ni de teams ni me nyobi abobo obi anya chance o take enti ma ya de simple bro
we yen sama Francis Takwafo wono ye former player de ma Kumasi Asante Kotoko no de atujo sanso ne so sa betamu de wo bobo wa ya de pa nemum so ofa bia ba Kumasi Asante Kotoko emanenko
A plus onko so nyane sa because striker bia say the modern so be she goals na ya teninka na odi ni team wa win enti wa ya de pa
je say o ka say sikaba no a onko no onko ba Africa na makotoko sana kan
enye se sikaba no a onko sikaba no a yen ton no ne mfa nkotoko from na obi ko no ba Yakuba ana striker so mo ba nyina Mbela money guys na mo ba nyina o ma nko anko no so ama enti yenya foforo ebe nya foforo a nice can be team dey atop for more upgrade team now why not obi abo
say otsana Kotoko de ne ko bo Africa ne value bit man basho ma Kotoko nya more money
be team ya baso so otsana yakobo Africa no value bit me akofom e bi Spain football no a chance e ba once obi wo a so kwa mpokum koy oko blaster ano no abebo wa hye nti obi team anya obi so obi team abo am ya hye Kotoko no a big team okwa foforo ba be bo aboniye be Queen Alessa Samoa Kojoboku Sheila Lasa Nana India Ajigboache Francoche George omunyina akoy Nana Frempom omunyina ndi kan ba na Kotoko ehwese sika na yebeboa why not kwampoku koy omko ne ekwenye obi hie na nan mu ana wakọ asaba esa na te football nyina e ball say
Where some Francis Akwafo were de atuja, Yanko baby any gold stars I say, Vincent Atinga was in a Kadima baby any gold stars. Was it or expect a Premier League in Sunday, one more ebeji. Was only the Benny Dennis Team won't G Premier League in bidda to set mediama or mediama for the J. No gold stars and sounds of Jim, almost with the Premier League in bidano, a bear need some ye, papa, bo, one bo no G League na, a bear depa.
Proud. Say, I'll be a player, maybe team, or 2 teams of a virgin, Ediaji League, Media Magic League, Namia Dusana say, Nagopo Toso Bagu say, Yamian Sunday, Nasibia to go send a Marisha. I'll be very, very happy. I mean, 2 clubs Aji league back to back for the first time. So maybe the part was at least me body mobile a very organization. Me super effective. So maybe as senior player, and I say as vice captain of the team, I say me so me to motivate boys. Me so me to encourage them. Whether I'm a boss, I mean bow. I say me to encourage them. But I need to see a free match day 1. They put the way, you know. And as the last game, you know, you bet me achieve.
Tatinga a captain edema Bobo Kwefreno a gold stars in someone what they etu jano coach from Pomanson so akasam was a sound victory no mukonya ye e wo brekum Chelsea no na hu ye papa na ehu hia se wo so mutimi hye brekum Chelsea se de be ya wo mo league wo mo page no wo metimi age.
I think a game. I think Chelsea, yes, before we government said you're one of the strongest side, and most especially nearby way to them. A match and attach importance to it, and thank God you're buying so it's never been that win, and you could see the kind of quality on it. So for us, like we said earlier, the 3 points was the most important thing, because at this stage there were 2 games to end the league, and the two games many maximum points, and many are the first 3. So yes, it was a difficult game, but because of the early goals now at least it may hold on to the scoreline. I think so.
We in some from Pomanson what the 2 after the game, as I broadcast na 2 teams in points, the title now mo baby any goal stars no me points in chamber come Chelsea and nunti and no more touchy important at the ma game wa wometimi edin kunim no dobi otando your coach and made Diana Stars and over the weekend wakaside for defeater wo munyaye e wo Bobo Kefben Samates and Sano. Trananka dobio tando nensema udo di 2 jam dobio nsemo di 2 jam e de fa boboko ayefe ne Diana Stars no na de Abraham Christopher Nin enso e de nsema udo e di 2 jam was a game playing against a Diana de biano a tough game the game we there na tough game but no mo person munya position papada e wo league no manunti e no mo ye sanyema we a amomunya sa results no.
It's quite a good game. I say it's a tough one because we are question one home. Now over there, it won't be easy. So to make sure you can also win here. It's a lot of things that goes on. I think I still have to work on the boys so that the consistent win, especially at home, since here for the next season. In fact, they came with a game plan. I saw it, and then at first I capitalized on their weaknesses to get a goal, and they also came back struggling to equalize. It's something that I need to really work on it. But so far, I think it's quite a good game. It's quite a good game.
So for any coach at the Masamates no what they etuja Emmanuel Nkrumah assistant coach at the Mabrekum Chelsea was a game where any go start one person will try new players and nunti said be next season no one more players need be kwa new players are ebano o metimi e use nunti and o try sign new players ya bra one go stars is ya kind
try say new boys need so ebebo. Although you use 2 home matches, but sometimes also the team will say a show Obia bit of a issue for the next season. It's my as a try say omo money being boy no e be omo go. It's na the cost is so say
ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛyɛ Emmanuel Nkrumah wɔn nso ɛde ato dwa yɛfa nto dwa sɛ kwasi da ɛbɛn na Ghana Premier League no yɛde ba na wie all matches yɛbɛbɔ no 3 p.m. on Sunday ɛno ne hyehyɛ a Premier League board no ayɛ games ne nyinaa no yɛbɛbɔ no 3 p.m. on Sunday abra wɔn ɛhwɛ sɛ league no yɛde bɛba na wie na yɛhu top 4 teams no top 4 hɔ no ɛwɔ yɛ dinye papapa ɛna teams wɔn ɛkɔ relegation so fɛ yɛnya 2 Legon Cities ene yeboboko a yefrɛ ni Suatrama yɛkɔ team bɛn na bɛka wɔn ti no wɔn kyɛm a Sunday de 3 p.m. na all games yɛbɛbɔ ni agye no a yɛmfa stories ni sia.
All right, fancy high na fi yemebie ensɛm no mu kakra emfa ama amanfo nonum na music plus with bones and so etwaso intentem Fadiga Maestro anyway free bomber ena abrayen. I'm disappointed by the incident during Nation FC and Basake Holy Stars game. It's regrettable that some Ghanaian football fans continue to repeat past mistakes. However, I commend Nations FC supporters for their restraint in peacefully opting out of the stadium. I look forward to seeing the appropriate disciplinary action against Basake Holy Stars. Fadiga Maestro Boma unawdi we aba. And the came at trans yenhwe de onso de ebre. Kwa make local stories no. Andy akwa ba na o sha se free.
You know me sha se free nyina se. Basake Holy Stars pen this is na political
live patron.
On a live patron.
Yes.
What's in a police for 70?
Yeah. Okay, figure. Okay, figure because we could meet so okay say police will be
permanent figure.
Yes.
Permanent figure.
Okay.
You know, whichever be the case. Yen for no dey nto nchen. Me tie other two parties are involved in the situation. And the issue and the point raising and say enipa and I say policemen are no more 48. Omo amiti omo independent observers. And omo ye media guys, omo ye journalists.
Okay.
Inti be person me take omo de no. Say what they are saying is right. And say jo who no obi odi nkomo bia or ho bia di nkoma. The obeka che say the policemen at the time no money enough for the people around. No money enough for any part no about so mobile hair no.
Pretty much, you know, omo agree on number being
70
and assign a buy. And I say yes. Number ben no agree on
70 we're supposed to be there.
And assign a buy.
Number
yes, we see number na a buy.
You know because number no metie number no one metie one of the members of Nations. Also kind of police for no 70.
Okay.
Men fan so no de na nchen. Ena metie Basake Penia o kana sebi. Ena metie media guys mienu omo nyina get 48. Enti match na nkasa in the first place nkeni kwa ata baso. Enti Nations protest no should have started from the word go. Nkeni kwa so omo bom match no. If say number na add to the number that was supposed to be there to secure the place, nkeni kwa so omo bom match.
Yeah.
And said, "You, your clubs, ya ka. Among value life, among respect consumers." Said you, a dear be our baby, I say security no. Among to secure place in the dear, ye ma crime my own yet. Ghana had dear be a informal personalities demonstrating everything. Said you, who say security enough? There's no way a Bema will permit Amamodia Yedma. But any football club see. Se nipa bewu, se referee behre ne nkwa, se chairman behre ne nkwa, se fan behre ne nkwa. Opia ni interested. Why? Because you need history say obi a club chairman, obi a PR, obi a management member wo park so. De bia a supporter, de bia a referee na ye bono. Inti respect o se de manipa, omo ba behwe ball no ye mfama. Enka nyesa asejo. Enka o po home match, o pepe number. Enough to secure the people around. but per report number na wo ho no number na ye enough nations from the very first day no na nkeni kwa so omugitum so mbebo match no and as job ko bo match no until let's not concoct numbers maye moye sire mu nka ye ka se pole mu ntena tire nyentoto niema na ye mfa nhyehye ye ball ni ye niema bobo no mu nyina am ko benkrum se mu players tifie omo bre omo nya adwuma mu nti omo kan na wo the situation nations akwa kudru France from some mom stadium or mom take it from some mom stadium. That is Ghana football for you. Now say Joe, Saturday we may see way back in 2017. Bechem United no Olympics bechem Sanisi. Adriana Stars any breakum Chelsea Wadoma. Adriana Stars for say Omoko breakum no match no moment telecast in no so telecast. Last year Dreams FC any RTU and also Omopamo GFA Matt cameraman if you Samson almost last year had to fly on Sebrekum Chelsea same old story. So those things are very common in our football and it is the reason why the corporate entities are not ready to entertain our brand of football because they do enema ekomu ye game no enye football na ye bono it go beyond football sentokwa na ye ko se war front na ye wo adianka sa ye football na e o se e be kichi o se e be ye adwuma na yetimi ameki sure say ye ball ne be ye fe ye ball ne be akono amanfo ne beje no ma ba betai ball na chi amane matimi akoyi general we are not doing that and yaka aka for 6 years now it is the same story and as you dey be e ba betena e ba beka say ye mpanimfo no put the right things in place say you say free no abesine ka say if na about na me boa if about
on mentiri
it a matter of interest. Until obviously they need to remain quiet. Until the problem is not the clubs alone. The problem is the interest of the leaders. Obia on interest, obia baby se point seko. Until ho no more channel on my holding now. And that's at 24 hours. A league game have been boycotted and said, "Oh, e be seen ne yenti mu asembia." They bubetian sep GFA General Secretary Frey, GFA General Secretary Frey, and one Ekoso. Our leaders are not interested in our football, and it is the reason why our game is lagging behind.
Andy, okay, after Pole Uno, I resume league, you know, enhance safety and protocol measures. You know. First few matches, you know, if you're police for the custody.
Yes.
Okay.
One match, if you got the key wa police for near now, or young best. Yes. Oh, you know, how wish you can get that video back. Ye why ha? Yes. We share Makota, dear. We share Mochano. Yes. We share to a bomb. Yes. Or my dressing nicely. Yes. Because I'm more and that's all the president. And no one.
Then the police become match Ben and Gazen Gamudi police call a chain the cause when you see
you, eh? Adebako ye interesting say on Wednesday and I'm no shall say Holy Stars Nations match on family TV so and I'm a say Joni a cancer Friday your sense will be say game na ye bono say you hear baby a year do that the more difficult game because kotokone a year go Stars them na ye match was a bet you so ye in a camera Nations SC person omudi but say Holy Stars elu so omko relegation and the carbon relatives na say you be ahwe okay ye be yi kotoko na me de ma mfaso bi enu so na mate ye ba be yi okay enti ye problem no de say do so ho na ye problem ni nyina wo omoda ye ball ano no omo interest ni ye ball ni de be si bia no emfa omo ho we ba be si ye say do see ya na ye kwan after 1 week ye can safety protocols me no me don't care for safety protocol ka club administrators are said you say video no na video ni yes you resume league you know who ni baba akobia who police ni who ni baba akobia who police ni so dey team no so police for no crowd so chain pa yes odo foforo no na ya bie ni foforo all because the FA the class wanted us to restart our football the proper measures are putting in place after few weeks we are
so much we any the course when you say they na can hear police for ba ba ku bisu course o Legon we Legon na Accra sports stadium Legon stadium na say we Accra na Legon Bakuso Koso Lego.
Now just stand. You know, I'm a
no police.
And no, I'm a
good stance. Yes. Wow.
Yes.
And ye uncle for mini business this time.
Look, share.
Say crocodile.
But be out to any police for one. But be out to any BI police for one. But be out to any BI police.
Yes.
But be a police. What do you only power could be a home police? On to any own police. Enra. A police for a war gun in Enra and I said that uncle Sopoko. Said you Enra Bepia. Nenko see no protection. You get enough security.
Go back up as a G League.
Back up to
relegation. What? Into your body for you.
So you on fireball in home. Mikayana on Timas. On fireball
for so more interest.
So you almost for no way.
Almost for home. Him say, I think a police for co ensure offense and safety and that's yes.
You could come out in the team and match the team belus. More interest. It is hard, yeah, and the man in Trinity.
More training.
Nayan form fuck and be out on Shion. Naya when I don't hear.
First, would the statement be one being defended the way, you know. Okay, got to go in Suatre.
Yeah.
Was initially in Suatre tries to be defended and a brand and blah 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 blah. A month for yea. No more. As some say, now we defend this a first nation supporters, no. And a try some says anymore, say them all.
Goodness. I listened to one of the guys from Manila. On Sasa, okay.
It's a nation supporters, no coin.
Or more free Kumasi. Babe say near my when you know. Nothing that makes sense. In Nipa 48, nation for me is an omega 14.
Omne. And I see Kurina, Wilnum, and I just say, of course, says anymore, stadium.
I think we are any can't judge with you. Asimbi no e ni catches asimbi se nipa ye gina hai kodoma kwa sese niema wo too bad say you too bad, but what can we say into the all canon so it is either they are not interested or they are interested but they have interest
but in simple your football no dey be beat me see and it was so
beat me see
yinkunya
you know so
when some to a hana waka no nipa waka no ono so ka ho bi
ono na search the cry pull all the strength because you match you say if any interest to maditi ni kwate ball we bet him so if anase mpenimu bi ni interest to ma die nti na any kwase match we bet him so but whichever way sana e ball na tie nti o ka so jo clubs no enko se hwe because onwa on say na nations and now who go stars and penny for no home and any more maturity on social media teams are farmer or next season it will be them. Sanity. Sana you're born at here. A be a fool, be a we and there will be three. It's now when you budget. Next season, who be a bedroom 10. Now, so you're jet out.
Yeah.
It is a game on at here. It's almost say a arrangement from the leadership. And you know, see, and you're born. So they be asking in the part 20 stadium. Next week Ubekono, Nipanaka 10. Next week Ubekono, Nipanaka 5. All because our football is not attractive. There's no trust, there's no belief, and there's no integrity so far as our football is concerned. And so you say, yeah, I'm fine. When you come back, say, and I catch a referee for being boom, he said, you feel referee. Because I don't know why I said you week in, week out, where Obia de Kotokone. Go star said you. Yen nyina see referee mo de bon so am ye give videos e de akere. Any 1 week.
Yeah.
What is our referee now san konko did the most crucial game in our football said you. Which serious nation? And yes I do. It is only Ghana and their GFE. And yes sir. Apart from Obia and yes sir. Said you now to Kotoko Air 7 players according to Mickey. Goalkeeper Aziz, so your players ni buha me bo mudi.
Okay.
Goalkeeper Aziz solid. So you.
Yeah.
Bechem goalkeeper no. And who are winning Bechem ya grounds and up excellent goalkeepers are on Sabekemi. From Asempa, Haruna, and now it is the 10 of Aziz.
Yeah.
And to Bechem ya baby goalkeepers there. Omo produce ni ye. Bechem United by Ghana Premier League no. One area obeti me identify omo goalkeeping. and as I said, Aziz solid. Now, centre back. So Joe meaning some more can Zakaria Fuseni who wants him.
Yeah.
And Zakaria Fuseni has always been on my list. Say if Kotoko is looking for a centre back, they should go in for him.
Yeah.
My reason is say
officially. Is it Brukum Chelsea?
Yeah, my name so much official.
Oh, I'm the call.
Oh, okay.
Official, I'm the players too.
And it's a place number Udina.
Yes, free. Yes.
Zakaria. Okay. Obviously, those were the players I mentioned. Oh, okay. Obviously, from the very first day, those were the players I mentioned.
Yeah.
Zakaria Fuseni won because he's very good. He take all the boxes as a centre back. Solid, combative, excellent on the ball, reading of the game excellent, and everything spot on. Into me who say actually was our experience. Obogana Premier League na utu kwan kwa abrochire. Oba wasan beba. When you are talking about exposure and experience, osan was adian. Kubejao for me is one of the best box to box midfielder you can ever have. Otimi playmaking from deep. Otimi control the tempo in advanced zone, and in the precision and the calmness on the ball is solid. And I think the style of play, no, Kotoko has that type of a play in their midfield. Into so many two plays now. A beboa Kotoko team. The only thing is to make sure say, Omobaha umbenya proper orientation, no more concentrating, no more making sure say, club no more big. Yeah. Every game is assessed. Every match will be evaluated. Until it was so performance say 20. Okabo home 40 now the bar. Into your honey baby. Make sure say players no say be a con can munya chance. Bebo Kotoko. You know, they must triple their effort because Kotoko Bono any easy.
Sure.
Now, Walid Fuseni Nema, meaning so also a part of the players now more pen from in Swatremine. A central midfielder, say you know, see a very, very good. Just unfortunately say what Nefia, but I think with the preseason so Ketim Nasa or Jelia and Yamabitimiako. One player they shouldn't forget, said you, Omunko Derek Fojo of Media Banam Kofano. Omunko Media Man Kofa Derek Fojo because Unimpo Nepo, said you. A winger, right, left, solid. He was part of the Media team that played Belouizdad, Aliso in Africa, our experience. And a ball now, Casano saying in Bo. Inti Omun Konkofa branch and Mekano. So Omo Thomas Fooders at top, defenders are. They should consider the channel of supply. They should consider the creative spark. Omo here bia game muye dia. Obeka pitami do akwa ho. Na sejo. Obeka ba kwa na mienu miensa bia bom. No ba beka enim wo no na hwa timi ayese. Inti they should go in for your Sejo, our experience, and he's a good player, and I'm saying that he
will.
Yes. Yeah, on Yes.
Okay.
You know, a very good player.
Okay.
Very, very good player.
Okay.
Inti Omo or a winger.
Okay.
Inti Omo consider defense, goalkeeper, midfield, attack, almost a striker, but no problem. But they should go in for this boy. Sejo, Obeboao. Make it say Ghana Premier League for no they are got to platform so say matches in be ohwa e was a bet team so nyako to corner house and kwa. You know, I think this is the best suggestion that has come from the Premier League in the last 6 years. If he said regime
Obi Busa same way Joe, why should FIFA referee handle Hatchofok Legon cities instead of Holy Stars nations? The Obi Ebusa, no. The Ekwoba Nebusa, the referee handle Hatchofok Legon cities. About the most important match, so weekend they train me any nation.
The entire Ekwoba for referee Danelai Yam Kohone say. Referee Danelai would not cost Ama Chima Untimin Kutunefo.
Yes.
Untimo Ganjenso Unimawi and now Unimawi because the reputation has stake. Camera done is only a camera, a control the whole Africa. And a Ghana camera and a done so. And a referee than a lie, untimin FIFA bad in friends, and said the Omiji, a friend Crawford, the Mormon Crawford. Into another dear. So Ocaso Uncle Yejumama, he cannot do the hard job. No, he's not an executioner. He's a first class referee in Africa. Into Okudi obedient a pepe, and favor Penibi or Soro. Into an Bema relegation zone. Legon cities, ne house of Oka, said you homo emperor, they are just hoping to be part of the top 4. But the funny thing is that Ghana Hena, if FIFA referee for or Danila in Quanson Yajinidio. Yin now on one Yajinity. Why? Because referees no mama badges are not fit enough to be up there. Into omo cry ye mo din. And mpanimfo na ankasa no omo nye interested to go in for those referees because bad no omo a lot of them am fa more merit. It is other than a lie you could this match now. There is no way so by hatch a job amount. Opeti ne pepe any okodi the pepe pa antwe ya na kwa affect penny bi team. Nti sad ya ye bemba ne match obi ani ni so na ye di referee no abetimi aye adwuma na pepe pa ko so the be anema betimi akoyi. But as I said,
and FIFA referees. So FIFA referees will Ghana.
Yes.
Apart from Danilai.
I didn't
go handle
FIFA referees for now can. I didn't do big game than the like one year qualify for India. A drew nations Legon cities.
Was on there the best.
Oh, but say FIFA referees your 5. It's 4 now. Say you 4 now.
Okay.
It's just a 4 no. How many all merit? And said you see any matter quite on for to FIFA badges man referees were. And yes, sir. Referee Afonso Atiapa. I don't know whether he's a FIFA referee, but he's a very good referee. Referee the obey there have been a bad day. A total so they are not to say I would you might be able to do my know. He's a good referee and said, yeah, you know these games are games you expect those referees to be out there, but they cannot act and do the harder job for the leaders. And right. I am for
many amofa Dwantua president Brekum Chelsea chatty CCI. I kasa nyana me chatty for players no. Or say 100% true secretary approach you for some players no. Na CCI or the Abraham say deal done.
Oh okay.
They say Oma J Mama Santiko.
You know,
2 players. Yes.
Those players were no Akramishia stadium
Zach and any Joe. Omet me wura kotoko team mu sisi
on me no.
Yes.
Oh met me room.
Me can start in 11.
I met me room.
Oh okay.
On met me room.
Okay.
You know when you have Zakaria Hussein on my options.
The position be
or a center back.
Center back. Okay.
On a good day you can play him just in front of the back line.
Okay.
Yem fan is our Kwakushia Sundowns in a way. Zakaria Joseph Fablo Samba O'Neill up front. Set up now.
Okay.
Zakaria Joseph Ablo Samba O'Neill up front.
Okay.
Inti Diana de Mohammed de ma coach Bashu Hayford no. Say Juma no put Samba de na baba say Juma no. Na Zakaria Futini ababa she etire ho.
Okay.
In other games, if you decide to go in for 3 back, Samba on the left, Joseph Ablo at the middle, or Joseph Ablo on the right. Now I put Zakaria Fuseni as the heart of the 3 back. Yeah. Because you're comfortable on the ball.
Okay.
Into a Juma, you know, obey teams in Ireland. Into take all the boxes as a center back. The opposite ordinary in a 3 back, the opposite ordinary in a 4 back, on the OTB so general, or some experience.
Okay.
And the good thing for Kotoko is that all their center back are experienced center back. So far as I can the profile no Joseph Ablonso abobo Africa continent no Samba O'Neill abobo Africa continent na one bagan abisiakan. Huge experience from the back 3. Even Saudi decided to go in for Henry Yansua. Henry Yansua was once upon a time a center back for the local Blasters. Into Kotoko central defense ready as a Joe. The akaye a Jumana out the more Mayano. Kotoko ni problem. Zach Bekanwa. And from 2000 BC, Kotoko ni a problem with the central
defense. Okay, they say Obekan worry. Also deal done.
Yes. It is a Joe. The akaye coaching.
Yeah.
Any player na Ankasano. Ebehunu say abrabono baby e won move no. Wan bubu a step further in life. Inti niema bi o so de to na ti. Na o make sure so obeye adwuma. Coach e frɛ no Robin Amorim o say oba Manchester United 1 week interview awaye no e cheer the number of years interview o ye e Sporting Lisbon na ye kire ne say so si akama brekum Chelsea a na oba Kotoko expectation no say 50 obrekuma Kotoko expectation ne 150. So you need to double your effort to make sure say team now Obano already have 2 established center back in Joseph Ablo and then Samba O'Neill. Henry Anthony, who was a former player of Brekum Chelsea, into ono to cry Obana and Yaju Maketwa na Obabe, into Sedu, and yes a position what down Aba, oh Babe Pribi, and Obabe. You need to double your effort and make sure say Obano things will work out. Kubejau Koro need a type of a midfield and to another Juman and Yeding.
Okay.
Koro midfielders don't or money in a type in it.
Oh, sir.
To only a Juman and Yeding.
Okay.
Koro midfield no money playmaker.
Okay.
Enipa onko also yes adwuma no Emmanuel Antwi. But oba no ntimi nye.
Emmanuel the game of ball on Sunday na enra. It was so good. Yeah.
Media mama. Oh, Sajo.
All right.
Enya no na David. Odimbo, he's a good player. Yeah. Emmanuel Antwi obi you need to push him to get the best out of him. But I'm saying that paid your back or to Kodiaman. Meaning so because one did you we so not so basa no it depends on your attitude and what you seek to achieve. But I'm saying that within the Kotoko team, offer Cherry Jamana, offer Intimenu, offer Justice Blair, Hubert Jao style is clearly different from the three.
Commercial Santi Kotoko and Ghanaian clubs always go for experience and so-called quality players to go to Africa, as Andy is advising. But they always go and come back despite the quality players they go with. I think they should have a project, not just an occasion. Okay, MC Malik anyway, and so Sergio advise Kumasi Santi to go for Samba-like players for Africa and not players from Ghana. They won't help the team. Wow, in Africa. Kwame just see the way free Pankrono and so Omonko outside and for Samba-like players. Na omo enebebu Asante Kotoko Africa and not Ghanaian players. You want to nyame admoch na. Na oze
video.
Trotway. Me no one say ni refi asem. Ah, me no o asudi be ne da oso.
Ah, you are okay. Okay, back or say it should be a project, not an occasion.
Yes.
And back on so say
Samba-like players. And we do omo Africa and yet Ghanaian players they can't help Asante Kotoko. Ye di besia na nyame eyaduma ochina ya sign mo atrasibium e wo kick off midfield action and extra time jumedian say there music plus bones and a take over e dem asipa se mutie hwe yakramo.
Yes, complete stuff.